Good morning dear students. Hope you all are fine and doing well in your studies. So let's continue with our third chapter of history, that is companies, civil administration and revenue policies. So till now we have learned about the structure of administration. So where we learned that the Governor General administered all the British territories with the help of members of Council of his ministers as well as officers known as civil servants. After that we learned about the whole British India. It was divided into provinces and 3 presidencies, and these 3 presidencies were Bengal, Madras and Bombay. So these were the 3 presidencies. After that we learned about the policy of land revenue. So their 3 land revenue policies were introduced on experimental basis. So these 3 land revenue policies were, first policy was the permanent settlement, and this policy was also known as Zamindari system. And the second policy was, the second land revenue system policy was Ryotwadi system, and the last one was Mehelwadi system. So after that we learned the next topic was cultivation of commercial crops. So in cultivation of commercial crops we learned about the indigo cultivation and indigo revolts. So till now we have learned these many topics. Now today we are going to start with the exercises, as the chapter is already over. So today we will start with the exercises. First of all we will do the exercise of fill in the blanks. So the first fill up that is given in your book, the fill up is, in British India the dash was the most important civil servant in a district. So in a district, as I told you that the British India, the whole British India, it was divided into provinces and 3 presidencies, and these provinces and presidencies were further divided into district, and in these district the collector was the most important civil servant. So here the first answer is collector. This is your first answer, collector. Now the second one is given here. In 1865, high courts were established at, so the high courts were established at 3 places, and those 3 places were, first of all, Calcutta, second was Madras, and the third one was Bombay. So the third one is here, the dash involved collecting revenue directly from cultivator. So which system of revenue involved collecting revenue directly from cultivator? That was the Ryotwadi system. So here we can write the Ryotwadi. Ryotwadi involved collecting revenue directly from cultivator, while the dash revenue from the head of a group of villages. So now which system was there where they were collecting revenue from the head of the group of villages? That was the Mehelwadi system, where many villages were grouped together and formed a Mehel, and they made one person as the head of the village, and they were collecting revenue from the head of the village. So here the system is Mehelwadi system. Mehelwadi revenue from the head of the group of villages. Now next one, the indigo planters hired armed men called lathiers. They were known as lathiers as they always carried lathi with them, and they used that lathi to beat the peasants. Okay, so that's why we call them lathiers. So let us to terrorize the peasants. So the next fillip, fifth fillip is Deen Bandhu Mitra's play dash highlighted the plight of the indigo cultivators. So here plight means the bad situation, their worst situation. So this Deen Bandhu Mitra's play, in this play he had shown the worst condition of the indigo cultivators. So name of that play was Neel Darpan. So the name here is Neel Darpan. So this Neel Darpan, in this play, he just told about the worst situation, worst condition of the indigo cultivators. So let's start with true or false now. So the first true or false, the first one is here. The Regulating Act of 1773 established the Supreme Court in India. So this is false. Why this is false? Because the Regulating Act of not of 1773, it is of 1774. So as the Regulating Act was made in 1774, that's why this one is false. So the first true or false, it is false. Now the second one is given here. Zamindars were the landowners in pre-British India. During the time of pre-British India, zamindars were not the landowners. The peasants, the farmers, they were the actual landowners. But after the permanent settlement, after the introduction of the revenue collection system of permanent settlement, so due to that system, now the Britishers, they made zamindars as the landowners. Okay, so before that, before in pre-British India, zamindars were not the landowners. So again, this statement is also false. Now the third statement here, the British were the first to grow indigo in India. So indigo, the meaning of indigo, it is a Greek word and it derived from the word indicum, and it also derived from the French word indicum, and which means from India. Okay, both the meaning of both the words are from India. So in India, from the ancient time, people, they were knowing how to grow indigo. And not only they were knowing how to grow indigo, but they were exporting indigo, this indigo, to the other countries. So this statement, the British were the first to grow indigo in India, it is also false. So the fourth true or false is the permanent settlement gave the indigo planters zamindari rights. Yes, this is true. The permanent settlement, it gave the indigo planters zamindari rights. So this one is true. So we can write here true. Okay. Now the next one here, the report of the government appointed Indigo Commission favored the indigo planters. So this report that was appointed by the government, appointed by the Indigo Commission, this report, it didn't favor the indigo planters. It was in favor of the ryots. Who were the ryots? Ryots were the peasants, okay, the farmers. So this report was in favor of the farmers. Okay, so this statement is again false. So this one is false. So the fourth statement is true and the fifth statement is false. Now the next exercise, exercise H, match the following. So this is our last exercise, that is match the following. So in this exercise here 3 names are given. One is Lord Cornwallis, second is Holt Mackenzie, and the third one is Thomas Munro. After that, in second and in third, some points are given. So we have to match those points with these given names. So I have already done it here. So answers are given here. You can match your points from here. So the first one, as it is Lord Cornwallis, in second column here A1 is correct, will come under Lord Cornwallis. A, judicial system. It was introduced by Lord Cornwallis. Second is law and, it is C. A, C, law and order. After that, the D1, civil administration. So in second column A, C, D, these all will be marked under Lord Cornwallis. Next is in the third column B, Code of Laws 1793. D, Organization of Police System. E, Permanent Settlement. And the F, Foundation of Indian Civil Services. So all these 4 will come under the Lord Cornwallis name. Next one is Holt Mackenzie. In Holt Mackenzie, the B point in second column, the B point will come in the column of Holt Mackenzie, that is land revenue system. And in third column, A1 is correct, Mahalwadi settlement. Okay. Now third one is already given in your book, then also I have written it here. So the third one is Thomas Munro, and here again the B1 will come land revenue system, and after that here the C1 Mahalwadi settlement. Okay. So now this exercise is completed, and with this our chapter is also completed. Okay. From next video we'll start with our next chapter. So thank you and have a nice day.